The sightseeing ship Ferdinand makes its way through the ice, past modern skyscrapers and tower blocks left over from the Soviet age. The Ferdinand is one of the big tourist attractions in the Russian capital.
We can hear the ice cracking and moving apart. It's unbelievable. You can feel the deck vibrating. It's much more exciting than in summer.
I find it very romantic, simply romantic, wonderful.
Before long, the Kremlin comes into view. It's one of the city's most photographed landmarks. The fortified citadel has towered over the banks of the river since the 15th century. The complex is protected by a 3.5-meter thick outer wall. The golden domes of its 4 churches dominate the Moscow skyline. Nearby St. Basil's Cathedral is another landmark. You can rent skates on Red Square and take a turn around the most famous ice rink in the country.
It's in the middle of central Moscow, and everything's so nicely decorated.
This ice rink is just fantastic. It's great for skating, particularly with these girls here.
The Ferdinand continues its journey down the river. While the ship's passengers are tucking into a 3-course menu, the Sparrow Hills become visible on the horizon. In winter, both tourists and Muscovites come here to ski. A good 70 meters above the city center, young athletes are busy training for the next Winter Olympics, surrounded by stunning views.
It's fantastic to go skiing and see the whole of Moscow at your feet.
Moscow is such a beautiful city, and we get the chance to train in front of this scenery. Fantastic.
Art lovers can pay a visit to the Tretyakov Gallery, which features Russian art that dates from the 11th to the early 20th century. With around 140,000 works in its collection, the Tretyakov is one of the most important museums in Russia. The view from the ship's deck by night is particularly impressive. Once on dry land, visitors can party into the small hours. New bars and discos are springing up almost daily in the Russian capital. DJ Vlad works regularly in Moscow. He loves the nightlife here.
Moscow parties just can't be beaten. I've been to lots of clubs in Europe, but I've never experienced an atmosphere like this one here. Muscovites party best. The adrenaline pumps faster in Moscow clubs than anywhere else.
While the party rages on, the Ferdinand continues its rounds on the River Moskva, revealing just how much the city has to offer, even in winter when temperatures drop to as low as -30 degrees Celsius.